Hello, welcome to my chat. Just trying to set up a different situation here. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine. Basically, I was just thinking, and we need to detach from the path we think we're supposed to have and allow the format that's meant for you to come through. Basically what you're doing, if you say you don't want the path that you're given, is you're saying, I don't want the blessings, the people, the situations, the life that is meant especially for me, just me, little old me. I don't want it, in exchange for a path that I thought I should be having that, I hate to say to you, is actually not going to feel very nice if you force it. If you force a path that you think you're meant to have and you're just relentlessly trying to get it and it's not working, it's not going to feel good. Even if you get it in the end, you're not aligned, so it's going to unfold eventually. And yeah, you're just saying that you don't want the great things that are made for you specifically. For example, wanted a visa to LA, didn't get it, twice denied, twice approved and then later on denied. Was convinced that was my path. It's the only way I'm going to work. It would be better in LA. I had people telling me you would work better in LA. I had agents telling me you'll work more in LA and you're not really a London person. And I stopped trying, and I wouldn't have been a Magic Mike. I wouldn't have had the partnership, the relationship I have now. I wouldn't have had any of the exes, which would have resulted in no life lessons or just missing life lessons I have gained. I wouldn't have done any of the professional work that I have done. I wouldn't have done any of it because I wouldn't have been here to do it. It wouldn't have aligned. The timing wouldn't have come together. I wouldn't have got to spend time with family members that passed on. I wouldn't have got to spend time with my dogs that passed on. I wouldn't have got to build even stronger friendships with my lifelong friends. I wouldn't have made half the friends I have from Magic Mike. I wouldn't have built relationships with new people to work with. I wouldn't have lived in London and loved it. I wouldn't have so many things. I don't know. There was so much joy that wouldn't have happened. So just detach from that path that you think is the only way to be pathing. Your path is your format, and it might feel like it goes wrong sometimes, and it might feel like that's not the plan I had, but I'm just trying to tell you, there's only so much planning you can do as well. You've got to let it you've got to surrender a bit. You've got to put the work in and have your intention and have a goal, but you have to allow twists and turns to come, and you have to allow opportunities to come that you weren't really initially aiming for. Any job I've done, I didn't even think of it in my head, and I know you want to manifest the exact jobs that you want, but the ones that I've received have been bigger than, or just things that I wouldn't have even imagined, like Magic Mike. It wasn't a show, so, and I didn't know about it when it was just a show in Vegas. It wasn't in my surroundings, it wasn't in my life. I didn't know about it, so how could I have made it a goal if I didn't know about it? But it was perfect for me. Do you see what I'm saying? Something could be perfect for you, you don't know it exists, and so you could just desperately try and make something else happen that isn't perfect for you, and you think it is, but this other thing is even more perfect for you, and you spend so much energy and time on this one idea, and you miss this one that is desperate to get to you, but it can't get to you because you're blocking it out with the energy going that way, and it's trying to come in this way. So you have to have some goals in mind, have some, of course, like aim for specific things, but allow some space for other things to come to you. So just work, have intention, and don't be so boxed in. Open your heart and surrender to the things to come to you. Things can't come to you if you're like obsessed with one thing. They can't. Oh, my laptop is breathing heavily like a dragon. Sorry if you can hear that. But yeah, that was just my thought of the day. Other than that, I am chilling. I go back to work next week. I've got some rehearsals for a dance job, which is exciting. It's my first one since 2 years now. Since July 2023, I want to say. So that's, yeah. Got to the end of 2024 and I had a dance job booked. So that was just in the nick of time of that year. But I've been chilling and I've been working hard, but I'm loving teaching kids. And yeah, some dreams have come back to me in my head. So I'm just now working on myself and really my mindset to let it in. I've been working hard physically for years now and I've been grafting and I continue to, but my biggest thing now is a mental thing of I had to shed some bitterness, I had to shed some burnout, which was blocking opportunities to find me because my energy was just exhaustion and bitterness, just like when you're so down and depleted, you just have negative emotions towards the thing that burnt you out. So industry wise I was like but also like, oh, why am I not getting any jobs? And then one day I was like, obviously you're not receiving any opportunities because your energy sucks. So yeah, sorted that out and a job came to me. So this is what I'm saying. Mental aura energy that you're giving out is dictating these things, and you know, you might think that everything is just not going away and all you have to do is get out of the way of yourself and be like, come through. Sit down, ego, sit down, go to bed, have a nap. Spirit, come through, live your life, and then it comes to you. I'm going off on one. What else? My laptop is really freaking out. It's fine. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yes, and there's other opportunities I want and I'm like pining for, but I'm also being open about whether it comes or not is down to whether it's meant for me, and if it's not meant for me, that's okay, and it's got nothing to do with my talent or my skill or who I am as a person. And also just recognizing that maybe I need to share the skills I have with the world because people don't know I have the skills. For example, say you wanted to do a tap based show and all you've done career wise so far is Magic Mike, for example. Say you've just done a Magic Mike show which is just contemporary duet and aerial, and you want to be in a tap show, and all you've posted is Magic Mike, or all you've posted is you in commercial class or you doing ballet, and there's no tap to be seen anywhere. It's not gonna come to you, or you're not doing yourself any favors by not letting people know I can tap. Does that make sense? So if you know you've got a skill that you've learned from a young age or that you just have in your back pocket but you've not actually presented it to the world, then it's really hard to kind of even be in the mix of people knowing that you could even be considered. They wouldn't even consider you for it because they don't know. So just about putting more things out there that align with what you actually want. Like, just be smart about that. Don't be like, oh, I really want to be in that show. Why is everyone in that show apart from me? And then you're just posting things that completely are the opposite vibe and style and showing a completely different talent to the one that is needed for that show. I'm really going on a tangent. That's me. That's what I'm thinking of. And in terms of like social media, it's the bitterness again, not bitterness, this is more like I've been saying to myself, I can do things, I can do it myself, because I kind of grew up in the era of no social media, and it kind of arrived when I went to college, and since then I've been like, I can do it myself. We didn't have to use social media so much back then, but now it's a thing. When it became a thing, I was like, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to just use Instagram because it's easy. Like, I want to work really hard and earn it. And I just had to learn, like, that's a time that's gone. You can't even audition really a lot of the time, and people look at your Instagram before your CV, so gotta kind of swallow the pride. And it's just a new way of living, and it's a new way of working hard to earn it. You're still earning it, you're still working hard for it, but you have to use the tools that have been given, and the positive side of these things like social media, you have to use them to your advantage and benefit from them. And I'm just kind of letting myself off the hook, but I'm just one of those people that's very hard on myself and needs to work blood, sweat and tears before I can accept some achievement. And that actually has left me a bit recently from the burnout, so that's my new practice of just do the things. Do a YouTube, it's okay. Like, it's a whole thing of, oh, no one cares, oh, it's cringe if I do that. No, like, what am I talking about? Who am I to say this and that? Who cares? Doesn't matter. There's 100 million people doing the same thing for fun. It's fun. It's nice. It's good to be relatable. It's nice to feel relatable. It's nice to feel like you're not alone. So yeah, I just think set yourself free. Do things that make you happy. The glorious thing about this day and age is like really honing in on how much you don't have to be one thing, or that you can be more than one thing. So I'm gonna really lean more into other hobbies. I've been doing that the last year, of just cooking. I want to learn to make bread, sourdough bread. I want to garden more and grow food. I want to build other things in my basket of life and not just be the dancer. And I think that's what's great about these days. You can post and share and be anything and everything, and no one's gonna be like, well, you're not a paid singer, so you shouldn't be singing online, you know? Live your life. I need to stretch as well. I have a sore hamstring. I think we'll leave it there, as my laptop is freaking out. Just really not okay. Just wanted to try a cute new setup, see how the sound is, and I'm gonna cook a pie. So see you later.